Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Around the World with me, Mir37. We are here in Phuket, Thailand, raining, and we're going to be heading out in this episode. We're going to go out to Kuala Lumpur, and I think in the next episode we'll probably head to Singapore. Not really going on out here. There's Thai Airways over there getting ready. Can't tell what that is. It's like weird sand. Thai Airways still over there. Let's hop inside the plane here. Let's go ahead and turn the battery on. Nav beacon on as well. Avionics 1. Turn the generator on. Fuel boost. Move that all the way up. Oops, almost forgot tank selectors. That helps. Hit the starter. Move that to a low idle. There we go. Move that all the way up. We'll hit that starter off. Fuel boost off as well. Pitot heat, prop auto heat, avionics 2 comes on as well. Alright. So all that looks good. Go ahead and bring up ATC and get out of here. We're mainly going to the south, I do believe. There we go.
Phuket ground, Cessna with November. Request taxi for takeoff, south departure. Cessna taxi to
Let's see, it's not too far away. It says it's 439. I didn't think it was that far. Runway 9. Nice, because this is the end of the runway right here, so we can basically... do we have to taxi all the way down there to get on? There's no... That kind of sucks. Why is there no taxiway down on this end? Alright. Well, that does suck. I was like, good, we got the end of the runway right here, but apparently no. Surprised there's no taxiway right here. Only a taxiway at the other end, I guess? Kind of sucks. I'm not sure where the taxi lines are. Should there not be a taxi line all the way up here? Are we breaking the rules if we taxi over here? Here is the... There's actually a taxiway right here, so we're alright. Alright, flaps are out. Bring up the ATC window. Go over to the tower. Request getting out of here. We're going to be flying, by the way, at 16,500 feet. Alright, acknowledge that. What's going on with this? I think it's because I got the other button pushed. My brakes. That changes what it does. There we go, 16.5. And runway 9. Nope, hold the brakes. See, it makes it jump. Seven, 8, 9. All right. 090. Come on up. See, it's not what I wanted. Taxi lights, or landing lights and strobe. See, I had to get off the brakes because it kept changing what I was going to do. Alright, now we're ready. Jeez. We'll just do a rolling takeoff. Get lined up. Alright, here we go. Off to Kuala Lumpur. I do have scenery for that. I think I've shown that at least 2 or 3 times. If you keep up with what I do. Alright. Get up over these trees. Gonna retract the flaps. Nice. So I guess, yeah, the beach, I guess this is the way we came in, huh? Remember, we had a problem with the approach because other planes. Plane on the runway, and then I screwed up the go-arounds because I kept not going far enough. Autopilot's on. Heading, we need to go off to the right. Vertical speed, we're going to climb at 1,000. Right there. Sorry, track 1, is that 140 or 148? I'm going to go 148 because we need to go over to the right anyway. So I'll go for 150. There's a mountain, but we should climb over that easily. Take a look outside. Yeah, I think that's the beach area over there. Although it kind of seems like we came in from over here. I'm not sure though. Lots of forest. I would have thought they would have shown us a lot of like beach stuff. Because I guess it's a big tourist attraction, especially for people in throughout Europe. Come down to Phuket. Everything looks good. Let's see. It says we're on pace for about 2.5 hours. I actually thought it was like 300. FlightSim Commander said like 380 miles or something like that. So I put only 50% fuel. We still should be all right, even though I was 434 miles. Kind of surprised by that. Let's say WMKK, right? Yeah. I'm surprised it says it's that far. But we'll get up to 16.5 and pull back a little bit anyway. Well, actually, no, we'll probably go full throttle on this plane. That's what I usually do. Thin out the mixture. Everything looks good so far. I'm kind of disappointed in the scenery around here. I mean, it is stock, but I would have thought they would have done something. I mean, it's a big tourist attraction. And they showed us nothing. Maybe it's over there. I don't know. I don't know where it would be in the island anyway. Well, anyway, like I said, we got, at least a couple hours of flying. So I'll go ahead and speed it up and be back in just a bit. Alright, everybody, I slowed it down and I am back. We're about 26 miles out. You can see the frame rate dropping. Everything's on very dense, but we got all these clouds. And that always hurts everything. Alright, let's bring up ATC, see if we can get over to Kuala Lumpur, WMKK. Get up the tower, and get our full stop landing.
12 miles northwest, inbound ILS, runway 14 left approach. Asian Express 77, Kuala Lumpur.
Come on!
Straight in, runway 14 left, altimeter 2980. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Cessna is 21 miles.
Let me get in here. 23 miles out.
Express 6330, contact Kuala Lumpur departure on 119.45. Cessna, Kuala Lumpur Tower, light right traffic, runway 32, right, altimeter
323.
Flight right downwind, runway 32, right, Cessna.
Alright, so runway 32, we're basically coming back around. I think, I always forget this, but I think, right, so we gotta come around to the right. Enter from the right. So we'll come back around left. Let's make sure what runway we just had. 32 right. Let's go over to the map and look for 32 right. Alright, Kuala Lumpur, 32 right, 109.1. 109.1.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 14 right, 6162, heavy.
Let's look at this one. 109.1.
Kuala Lumpur Tower,
And there's tons of traffic.
runway 32 right, IFR to Taipei.
There we go, 109.1.
904, heavy, cleared for takeoff, runway 32.
It was 326, I do believe.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 32 right, Malaysian 904, heavy.
Just the heading. There's this 326.
Asian Express 7.
Now I'm going to adjust this.
Runway 14 left.
I want to stop around.
To land, runway 14 left.
I'll put it at 2,500 feet. Because we're not going to go all the way out. But maybe we should go a good distance, see if we can get a good ILS landing here for once. Look at all the traffic. This guy's coming in too. See if I can... No, wrong way. There we go. Alright, because we're at 6,100 feet now. 264 knots. Let me go ahead and I'll put that on full mixture.
Contact Kuala Lumpur departure on 11.9.45.
Oh man, the clouds are what's going to really hurt the frame rate. Because I figured it would already be kind of low because I got everything on very dense, but I think if it would be not so bad if there was, I didn't know if there weren't going to be so many clouds. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Right, we're 15 from the airport. Of course, we got to go around. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. Because we really don't have much to do until we get there. Could probably come back a little bit to the right. We don't need to go too far out to the right. You know there's going to be go-arounds with ATC and that much traffic. There we go. There it is right over here. Maybe we should... I'm going to take this down to 2,200. We won't go out all that far. Whoops. Going around all of them. There we go.
Runway 32 right, Malaysian 150. Kuala Lumpur Tower, Asian Express 852. Asian Express 852. Traffic. Malaysian 150. Heavy. Traffic. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 33. Asian. Traffic.
From the right, I don't see anybody.
Traffic. Heavy. Cleared to land. Cleared to land. Traffic. 15.
I think it's probably just because we're so daggone close. This is going to be our runway, I guess, right here, 32 right.
Traffic. Traffic. Traffic.
Yeah. I hear it with your traffic. There's no traffic here anymore. Come on. She listened. Yeah, left and right tanks are low with fuel. That's fine because we're here. Alright, we'll go out a little ways, obviously, and make our way back around. Actually, come back to the right a little bit more. We're not even going parallel, we're actually going out to the left. Still.
119.45 for Malaysian 150 heavy. Contact Kuala Lumpur departure. Going to 119.45 Malaysian.
Alright, get on the thrust here a little bit now that we're leveled out too. Come out around here, maybe around that little hump or something. Although we should actually probably get out further than that. If we're going to try and use the ILS. Glide slope is actually the lowest, so maybe we should go down to 2,000. Although it's obviously going to come back up at us as we get further out. Should probably use that to dictate exactly how far out we're going to go. Did I take that up to 2,400? I did. I moved it the wrong way. There we go, 2,000. Alright, glide slope's coming back up at us. I'm gonna go ahead and slow this thing down. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, we were almost at 2,000, so I thought we were... Alright, there we go. Come out around this mound. We actually don't need to go that far, but... I don't know. That range makes it look like we're further out than we are. So we're actually cut in front of this mound. I don't really want to, though. Maybe we'll come out towards it and then cut back around. It'd be crazy if we could actually see the airport through that window back here. Alright. About ready to turn. Heading 326. I don't know if it can turn tight enough. I'm not sure the exact range on the GPS. It's actually probably going to turn too tight, isn't it? So let's head out a little to the left here. Oops, not that much. Gonna come, yeah, we actually need to go a little to the left because that's our runway. Wow, we cut really tight. We were way out to the left as well. Problem with being so low is it's harder to see as we approach it. Glide slope isn't moving. They're approaching from the opposite side. That's very odd. I'm gonna put a notch of flaps out. Man, we ended up so close to the daggone thing again. See, the glide slope is now coming down. I don't know if we're pointed well at it enough to use the nav. Alright, we are, apparently. Is this gonna be us way over here, actually? Heck on it. So we actually went too far out trying to adjust it. Alright. That was my bad. Couldn't see it until I got closer and we could actually see that. So are we gonna be way over here? This is odd. I also find it odd that people are approaching using the other runway, come from the other direction. That's not normal. Here's the approach. See, it actually went up and now it's I'm gonna cut off the throttle because it's gonna need to drop quickly. You stupid thing. Alright. I wish we weren't clear over to the right. I wish we were a little bit closer to the rest of the airport.
Cessna, cleared to land, runway 32,
right. Right.
Cleared to land, runway 32, right, Cessna.
Glide slope getting further and further away. This plane refuses to dive down to it. Going a little fast as well. If we slow down, it'll catch back up. Alright, we're a little bit better on the glide slope now, so that probably did help. Coming in a little quick. I guess we're not too far. This makes it look like there's we're way far away from it. Alright, now the glide slope is above us. What in the world? Alright. Flaps are fully extended. There it balloons us up, and we're going to be above the glide slope. You stupid, stupid thing. Alright. Coming back on the glide slope as we're slowing down just a little bit. I'm going to slow down too much. Go ahead and get rid of autopilot. The damper off as well. What traffic, lady? We're coming into our runway. Wish you were smart enough to understand that. See the frame rate? 20? It actually feels a little bit smoother than that. Increase the thrust just a little bit. Alright, we're alright on the glide slope. Need to get down just a little bit, pitch her down. I don't see many planes over there at the airport for as much traffic as there is. You hear the jets over there. Alright. Alright, down nicely. A little off to the right. I was trying to get left at the end. Alright. Got a taxiway right up here. See where we gotta go. Yeah, like I need to be told that. Like, no, I'm just gonna chill out here on the runway. See, that's us. They're coming in from the other direction. They could have brought us straight in. That would have been nice, huh?
Contact ground on 121.65.
Alright, acknowledge that. Flaps coming up. Landing lights off, strobe off. We'll hit up the ground. Takeoff, we gotta go to the gates, huh?
Kuala Lumpur ground, Cessna.
There's nobody here. How is there so much traffic?
Taxi to gate Alpha 63 via taxiway Alpha 8 Alpha 7 Bravo Niner Golf Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot Tango 5 Tango 7 Delta.
It's quite the taxi.
Taxi to gate
Sounds like it
Alpha
at least.
63 via taxiway Alpha
Aggressive
8
taxi.
Alpha
There we
7
go.
Bravo Niner Golf Foxtrot 1 Foxtrot Tango
Yeah,
5
it's
Tango 7
disappointing
Delta. Cessna.
that there isn't more traffic out here at the gates.
Hold position, caution other traffic. Hold position, Malaysian
Alright.
183 heavy.
You can actually hear the engines and stuff. I hope it's not the invisible. I've had some invisible scenery lately. Not invisible sceneries, invisible planes. When I made an FSX flight, I was having problems. There was Stockholm. I know I had some different, some weird stuff with invisible planes. You could see their lights and stuff, and you could move. You could see them. The lights moving. It was very odd. Like I can hear engines very close to me right now, but I don't see anything. Yeah, here he is. It's invisible. Look at it. Right there. There's a plane right on us. What in the world is going on with that? I gotta figure out what's causing that. But you saw over at the gates at Phuket, we saw 2 Thai planes, so why can we see them, but when they move, some of them are invisible now? I don't get it. I hope World of AI is having a problem with that.
Malaysian 183 heavy, continue taxi. Roger, Malaysian 183 heavy.
Taxiing us down to the other end of the airport again. They love doing that to me. I don't know why.
Traffic.
There's no traffic, lady. We're on the ground.
Traffic. Traffic. Traffic.
Why I'm getting... I don't know how to turn off like TCAS. I don't even know how to turn it on, actually.
Traffic. 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 Traffic.
It's just dumb that you're giving me a traffic warning while I'm taxiing along the ground.
Traffic. Traffic.
I thought they were bringing us up to this one right in front of us, but apparently not.
Traffic.
I don't know why they didn't give a parking designation to anything over here. Although you don't fly small Cessnas into Kuala Lumpur International either. But I had scenery for it. That's why I do that. When some people ask me, like, why do you fly to these big airports like this? It's because I got scenery for them, so, you know, better. I like more flying to airports where I got scenery than, you know, going someplace close. Although I did that recently with Vegas. I went to Henderson Executive instead of Las Vegas International. But I thought that was kind of cool. I've heard about the airport before, where people go to park their private jets and stuff like that, so I thought it'd be kind of cool to go over there. We're gonna hit that guy. Oh,
Traffic.
what is going on? Like the progressive taxi just changed and kind of said park here.
Traffic.
What?
Traffic.
Now it's disappeared. We're parking over here. Because the progressive taxi just turned off. Ridiculous. Can we park like right over here? Is in front of this building? I don't know. Progressive taxi is telling me to park right here. Alright, you know what? We're gonna park right up next to that vehicle. Maybe that's what it's trying to tell me. I don't know. It's not really a parking space. Parking area. I don't get it quite. Although there is a thing parked here, like it's like, hey, we're here to get your stuff. Alright. Get rid of this yoke. Put on the parking brake. Put the fuel. Actually, let's get this lights off. Taxi light off. Nav and beacon. Prop heat. Pitot heat. Where's up? Yeah. Alright, generator off. Battery off. And so everything is off. We get these tank selectors as well. Alright, so we are at Kuala Lumpur in a very odd parking area. Like the airport, I believe it's Asian airport Sceneries, I think makes it. Pretty nice. I just wish I could see planes. You got that though. When you move, you're still doesn't move. Malaysia Airlines cargo terminal. All right. So next, it's going to be off to Singapore. So that'll be cool. Anyway, I hope you all liked this episode, and I'll see you on the next flight.